Hi, how's it going? I haven't seen you guys in a while. I've recorded this video about like 4 times now because I don't know exactly what I want to do in this video, but I think now I do. I think I'm gonna talk about myself. Yeah, just gonna brag about myself, yeah. Stop, hold the comments. No, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about myself, but not related to climbing and training. Some of you are like, I don't want to watch this anymore. No, I want to talk about the other part of my life, which is being a university student. Hopefully I can just share more about myself so that you just get to know me a little bit more, and so we get a connection, you know? It's all about the connections. But no, yeah, if you're watching this, I consider you a friend. So I want to share more about myself, and definitely in the comments or DM me on Instagram, introduce yourself. I'd love to meet you. Hopefully maybe some things that I say in this video will inspire or motivate you. Like maybe you're going off to a university soon. Maybe you're in a university already, or maybe that happened in the past and you just want to hear about my life story. I don't know. Or you just want to hear about my other part of my life instead of just climbing, you know? So you get to know me more all around as me, not just someone who just yells on rock walls and does pull-ups and stuff, but this other side. So to start off, I go to University of Oregon and I do product design. Just yesterday, I finished my final for my 2nd year of college. So sophomore year is checked off. So I'm already halfway done with my schooling, and that's super exciting. I'm super happy and grateful that I get the opportunity to do this. Here's some photos of my final product design assignments. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory on why I became a product design student, because that's a very specific degree that many times when I tell people it, they tell me that they've never really heard people talk about that before. I also will tell you what I hope in the future to accomplish related to product design. When I was little, I always loved drawing and art in general. It was my favorite subject in class, like all the time. I didn't like any of my classes except for art class. And so originally when I was younger, I wanted to work at Pixar animation studios and draw cartoons for them and stuff. But then I started drawing 3-dimensional type stuff. So after doing that for a bit, combined with some Minecraft playing, you know, I decided that I wanted to become an architect, and I like really got into it. And I started like drawing a bunch of house designs and like doing all that kind of stuff. But then I found out that architectures have to do a lot of math, and I was like, because I don't like math at all. That was my least favorite subject. So I was like, nah. So after that realization, I actually wanted to be a graphic designer. I really enjoy making logos, so I was like, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. Make logos. So that was what my thought was for a decent amount of time. So as that was all happening, I was also drawing knives. Okay, that sounds weird at first, but let me just explain. So I really like knives, and I know that sounds weird, and some of you watching are like, and block. No, I think of knives as tools, and I know that there's a bad rep side for knives, and I totally recognize that. But personally for me, I think of them as tools and I use them as tools. So just some context. I really like camping and hiking and all that kind of stuff. And so in those environments, like knives are one of the most important tools to have like around your campsite or while you're hiking and stuff. And as for like pocket knives and stuff, I feel like they're great tools to have even on a day-to-day basis. I feel like pocket knives are great for everyday tasks, whether it's from things like opening envelopes or cutting some boxes open, fighting some zombies. So during all that time when I was deciding what I wanted to do, I liked to draw different types of knives that I could see myself wanting to use, like when I'm camping or all that kind of stuff. What I didn't realize is that there's like an actual job for that, you know? So I didn't even know that that type of job existed until junior year of high school, it was required that we had to do a job shadow. Since I really liked knives, I was like, oh, Oregon has some of the like super well-known knife brands. Like they have some like big headquarters here. So I was like, obviously I'm gonna try and job shadow over there. That's so cool. I want to see how it's made and all that. And that's the thing too. I always loved taking things apart and seeing how they work. So I not only was drawing knives and loved taking things apart and like building stuff from when I was younger, but I still didn't realize that a degree exactly like that existed. So I went to Benchmade Knife Company and did a job shadow over there. So at one point during the job shadow, the guy giving me the tour took me into the designer's office. And literally when I stepped in, all on the walls were all sketches of knives that looked basically like how I was doing sketches of knives prior. And when I saw that, I know they talk about like the aha moment or whatever, I was like, that's so cool. This is what I want to do, you know? So it was at that moment, and like after that job shadow, I did more research into it, and I found out about industrial design and product design, and how there's literally a job for people to draw out what they invent in their head. And like I know that people design things, but I didn't really make the connection with like what I was doing beforehand. So I hope that what I'm about to say next can maybe inspire you to work in the same way, because I feel like it's a very crucial way to improve and get better with whatever it is that you're trying to do. So after that job shadow, I started doing a bunch of research and looking into product design, and specifically sketching. So I would like go on Instagram and I would look up product design sketching or industrial design sketching, and I would look at all of these top designers, see the way that they're sketching. I'd start taking parts of their style that I like and that I thought was the most successful, and then I would take all that and combine it with my own style. So like maybe like, oh, I love how this dude uses this marker technique. Okay, I'm gonna utilize that. Oh, this other person, they tend to use like this type of paper or something. Okay, I'm gonna utilize that. And then I'd combine it with things that I have previously learned and have been doing. So like maybe doing these types of techniques for this type of drawing or something. So putting that into context, what I said earlier, with whatever you do, it's so crucial to learn from others who are successful already in what you've done, whether it's with drawing or rock climbing and training, or maybe some other job or anything like that. If you study and learn from multiple people that are successful in doing the things that you want to do, you can start implementing what works from all of them into yourself and combining it with your own style and stuff, which enables you to make sure not to make the same mistakes they did, or be able to learn skills that they later learn down the road right off the bat, so that you can use all that to better yourself quicker and more efficiently. When I relate it back to rock climbing, I'll watch a bunch of different climbers, or even when I'm in the gym, I'll be watching people climb, watching all these things, and I'll start learning from people, learning why they do these things or why they shouldn't do these things. And obviously when I see that, and I see like, oh, when that person put their foot there, they fell. Okay, I don't want to do that. Or when this person did this workout, they started getting super stronger in this thing. All right, I want to do that, you know? So I think it's super key when trying to go after your goals and all that. See what other people are doing. And I'm not telling you to copy people, but you can definitely learn from people. Take in various pieces of knowledge from them and implement it into yourself. So that's key. Okay, back to the story. So after I found out that I wanted to do product design, did all that for my senior project in high school. So then I applied to colleges and stuff. I originally wanted to go to California College of the Arts, which is in San Francisco. And then also School of Art Institute of Chicago was also on the list, but then I ended up choosing University of Oregon, and now you're all caught up. So in the future, since I do like camping and hiking and outdoorsy type of stuff, I hope to design products related to that. And the dream would be to be able to design products for a company that are for camping and hiking, and then go out and test it myself. So like test the prototypes and be like, I know this thing works because I literally was out on that mountain trying it, you know? I think that would be so cool. So that's basically it. That's the reason why I went into product design and like how I went into product design, and then also my goals for the future for it. I know that if you've been following me for a while on Instagram or just on here, you know that climbing is a huge part of my life, and it definitely is, but I just wanted to share this other aspect that's been going along at the same time. I just want to say that it's definitely tough being a student athlete. Obviously at some points I need to prioritize certain things before other things. There's so many times where I want to be climbing and training, but I have to do like 12 assignments, I don't even know. So it's tough sometimes. Obviously climbing means a lot more than product design to me, but I do want to get a degree and focus on school so I can do product design in the future. So it gets frustrating at times, but you just have to make it work. And I encourage, if you're a student athlete, just keep up with it. Try and find ways to balance both. And I know it's tough, and I know that you're gonna have to sacrifice some things over the other at times, but you can do it. Like, I totally believe that you can do it. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the backstory. That's the other half of my life that's been going on. Quick update, I will be climbing soon. So be ready for some climbing content again. I'm so hyped. If you haven't already, definitely check out my Instagram at 808BMA. That's where I post all my climbing and training related stuff. What some of you don't know, I actually have a product design Instagram as well. So if you want to see some of my product design related stuff, definitely check out Climb Design. I'm always open to feedback on my drawings and all my work, even on my climbing. That's the only way for me to get better and improve. So feedback is awesome. Oh, and one other thing. You know how I've been working on like my endings for my videos? I think I found one. I'll make another video explaining the message behind it. I'm gonna end the video off with it and just like leave it at that. All right, okay, you ready? Gotta stretch for this. All right, peace out guys. And remember, believe in the vision. I don't know, might be the ending. We'll see, tell me what you think in the comments. And also your favorite food in the comments.